let's talk about shampooing. So this is halfway through my second wash. Pay attention to how many suds there are. There's some, but it's not as much as I know there should be. First scrub, girl, I scrub that. I scrub their scalp hard. I scrub the hair. So this is me rinsing out halfway through because I was like, okay, I've been scrubbing for a while. Each time I do scrub their hair, I try to do it less and less, especially once I start seeing suds, because I'm like, I don't need to beat up their scalp. Don't. Um, Make sure you lift that hair in the middle to rinse out all that product. Let that water just run. I'm kind of keeping it in one area for a few moments. I'm also moving the hair to make sure I get all that at the scalp, especially if they have super, super thick hair. All right. Then I use Amika Hydro Rush for her hair. Love that stuff. Works really well. And then I start in the middle. That's where the bulk of the hair is. So start in the middle, spread that hair around. I'm pushing it into the scalp when I do that. Or sorry. Yeah, into the scalp. I use circles, circles, circles because you want to scrub with the ball of your fingers, not with your fingernails. That's nasty. And it can scratch their scalp. So yeah, I'm doing all that. I feel like this is enough suds. I've been doing this girl's hair for a long time. She's my niece. She never pays me. But yeah, scrub, 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 scrub. I'm also scrubbing, like, it looks like I'm only using my thumbs up there, but I'm using the other four fingers. Um, and also, I don't have this big of hands. She's just super tiny. She has a small head. Anyway, I'm like, this is enough. I know her hair. I know when I'm like, this is super, super clean. So now I'm rinsing it. I do a really good rinse because this is I mean, I do it regardless if it's my first or second wash, but this is my final rinse. That definition is even more defined. I'm so happy about that. But yeah, I'm pushing that water in to the hair to really get a super, super good rinse. I don't know if you noticed, but it's a lot closer to the hair. The the water. I'm lifting that hair, making sure I get in there. I do spray her with water on accident. When I'm rinsing and they start to lift their head, I say lean into my hand because you're just not helping as a client. That water's gonna go down to your butt crack. So now I'm putting conditioner in. I usually do have pumps for these huge bottles, but I'm moving in and they're somewhere. I just can't find them. So yeah, this is the conditioner. Spreading it around just the hair, not the scalp, unless I'm doing a scalp massage. You see how defined her hair is once I put that conditioner on? It's doing its job. I really, really like it. I'm gonna put a little bit more in. I'm massaging her scalp, or her scalp. No, yeah, I'm massaging her scalp because she was like, "Oh, I like when you massage my head," and I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." But yeah, I'm parting it, getting in there, getting pushing that product into the bulk of her hair. Now, for me, if the product says leave it on for 1 to 2 minutes, 1 to 3, I leave the product on for that amount. Why am I leaving it on for longer? They have designed the product to stay on the head for that long. Now, if I'm doing a head massage, it's gonna be on a little bit longer, but just to intentionally leave it on without doing anything else, no, I'm not doing that. Rinse that bitch out. It was a quick massage. I said, girl, we gotta go. Thumbs up though. We got to go. Oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. Um, that's my stomach, not a dog growling. Yeah, here we go. I'm making sure I rinse that conditioner out. Don't leave no conditioner in. I know sometimes when they have curly hair, it's like leave a little bit of conditioner in, which I used to do years ago. Don't do that anymore. The conditioner is in the hair. I don't need to do that. I rinse it, same routine. Rinse it, rinse it, rinse it. Lift the hair, touching the hair to make sure that all the conditioner is out. So yeah, that's the shampoo. That took about, well, it's about to be 6 minutes just with two washes, which I think is a good amount of time to wash your hair. So imagine I did it one more time, because again, this is just number two, number three of the washes. It would take me a full 8 to 10 minutes. Yeah, that's a good wash. Anyway, I wring out that hair, put a towel on her hair. I hit the parts where I know there's a lot more water in her hair. So behind her ear, the front, and right in the middle. Just so water doesn't drip down her hair. Once you've done somebody's hair, make sure you're studying their hair. Don't just go through it. Study their hair so you know what to do next time. She has a smoothing treatment in her hair, so getting through it is very quick. I remember when she did it, it would take me about an hour to get through her hair. It involved a lot of crying. But now, girl, this is the third time washing it with the smoothing treatment. It goes by so easy. She's not even on her phone. She's like, this is relaxing. I don't have to distract myself. um, so yeah. You see how straight it got? Smoothing treatment compared to, you see that goddamn fro? You see how thick her hair is? You could barely even see the clip. Yeah, her hair is thick. But now with smoothing treatment, it takes me about 30 minutes. And it, again, every time I wash it, this is the lovely thing about this smoothing treatment. It just gets easier and easier and easier. It is heat activated, so I'm just reactivating it. I love these tools. Ergo brushes, amazing. And then bioionic. All my tools are bioionic. They're just the best. They work so good, high quality, keeps the hair healthy. I don't use super high heat on everyone. I adjust it to what I feel is going to keep the hair healthy and dry it. Right now, she's on like a medium heat. Again, don't be using high heat on everybody. When it's fine hair, like fine blonde hair, I'm using staying on medium, maybe even low. It's gonna dry. The cuticle's busted open. It'll dry. So look at me, look at me. I'm using a round brush, a small one. And I'm like, normally I use round brushes on like not this texture hair. But I'm like, let me go ahead and try it on her. Girl, you see how long that's taking me? And I feel like it's pulling her hair in an uncomfortable way. And I was like, girl, we got to go. So I grabbed my handy dandy flat brush. I know this one works. Quickly, swiftly. I never let the hair drop unless it's kind of dry. I usually hold it because I don't want that wetness to touch the other part. I had flipped her towel the other way because it was dry. I'm pulling it, not too hard, not too hard, just enough, giving that tension. Blow drying it, not too hard. And then I'm also like angling the brush. I know it looks like I'm tall as heck, so it looks like I'm just pushing it straight down, but I'm not. There's an angle to the blow dryer. But always down, unless I'm like done and I'm just kind of brushing it through. But yeah, and then I said, we gotta go. Bye.